Welp, we've made it.
Where no one thought we would. Episode 20.
We have made it to episode 20, Twanky 20, the first milestone. So welcome back to the podcast.
That is good.
That's real good.
Yeah.
I didn't get any of it. That's how I didn't get any of it last year.
Really?
Yeah, so
That's actually really good.
I had to pick me up a bushel of bush apple this year.
A bushel of bush apple.
That's what I like to call bushels. People call them 30 packs. I call them bushels.
I like it. I think we got something new here. Grab me a bushel.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm still super jazzed up from 4th of July weekend because it's. I mean, I like all the holidays, but like, I was a little pyro as a kid. I used to love setting off fireworks and shit like that.
Yeah.
So
Plus,
I mean,
it's summertime. It's warm.
right? And that's why I was like sitting there this weekend.
It's a little bit more loose.
And I looked at Jay. I was just like, this is like, what could be better? We're sitting out here. It's nice and warm. There's fireworks going. Like, we were at her house chilling. There's fireworks going off like in a 360 just everywhere. It smells like summer.
You reminded me I did add something.
You could smell the pool chlorine. Just, I mean.
It might be a bad thing. I don't know.
I mean.
But I get it.
Who has money for a saltwater pool? You know what I mean? So, but it's
that
just,
apartment we lived at did.
Yeah, yeah, I can imagine.
I mean,
for as much as they charged a month, I can imagine.
That was pretty nice.
But yeah, so I mean, it's been a dope weekend.
It was a good weekend. It was a lot of fireworks, a lot of good food.
How was your parents?
Good. There was probably like 40 people there.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a good time. We didn't blow it up like we normally do, but
yeah.
I mean, we had some shit, not much, but a little something. Played a lot of cornhole.
Yeah.
Got my ass whooped.
Usual. What?
Dude, I can't fucking play.
What happened?
I mean, I can. I just can't find a fucking partner. So.
Fair enough.
And then I played with Will, and he can't fucking hit the board to save his life anymore, apparently.
That's too bad.
So,
That's too bad.
Yeah, no good partners. And for you that do not know what cornhole
I'm
is,
sure
no, there's
knows
people that call it bago.
Yeah, dude.
Let's play some bago.
Nah, man, it's cornhole, not bago.
There's corn in the fucking bags, and they go in a hole.
We use bean in ours. I'm just like, it's still cornhole.
Yeah, it's still cornhole.
Yeah, it's we ended up, or I ended up going to my parents, or no, I went to Torrance Saturday earlier in the day, and then came down to Jay's later, like late afternoon, early evening, and then just hung out.
Yeah.
Hung out, enjoyed the heat.
Yeah, it was a pretty hot Sunday.
Saturday was
perfect. For the
yeah,
party.
Saturday was perfect. Sunday was brutal.
Yeah, it was like 90,000 degrees,
But I still
humid.
just soaking it up.
I'm not gonna sit out there in the heat.
Just melting like a milk chocolate popsicle.
I don't know about that one.
But lingering on from 4th of July, because we didn't talk about it in our pre-4th of July podcast.
What's that?
Is the injuries that can be sustained from fireworks.
Like your hand blown off
Every
pretty
year.
much?
Oh, yeah. Every year. Every year, a lot of people are injured.
There was something I did add, actually.
What?
There is a video that I want to play.
We'll hit that shit? Or are you going to wait?
I can't. I don't have a keyboard.
Oh, all right.
But I can add it or whatever. Who cares? Either way, it was a video of somewhere downtown Dayton, and things got out of hand. As far as
Dayton?
Yeah, with fireworks.
What? This is the first time hearing about this.
There was a video. It looks like downtown Dayton. I don't know. It could be somewhere. It could be anywhere.
I should be able to tell you.
I'm pretty sure it looks like downtown
I
Dayton.
should be able to tell you.
But either way, like they were lighting off fireworks, and that shit got a little.
There's been some
little dicey.
I've seen a couple videos, and I feel like it just was super out of control this year. Because like nobody,
yeah.
nobody
Nobody
hardly
last
did
year.
anything for fireworks last year. There were still some.
Did
some
you see
cities-
Nashville's?
Man, was it wild? I'm
That
sure.
I think what they said was, all right, well, since we didn't spend the budget last year, we're gonna throw this last year's and this year's in the same budget.
That's what a bunch of places did.
And Jesus Christ, did it look like World War III?
Even London, Ohio, in which I'm sure a bunch of cities in Ohio did it, but London, Ohio, my mom was telling me that they agreed to add some of last year's budget, or I don't know. She said it was thousands of dollars.
Still a
into this
decent
year's-
amount.
Yeah,
More into
some massive fireworks show. Which I watched their fireworks last year. They were good.
Real.
So
Yeah, it was Nashville's was wild. Somebody, one of her friends was there, and she posted a video of it, and it was just nonstop.
I've always thought about traveling somewhere for 4th of July, but at the same time, part of 4th of July is like hanging out with everybody and chilling. And,
Nobody
you know what I
beats
mean?
family.
There's
Have
that
you
fucking
seen
that he was talking about?
Yeah, he's out here, dude.
Fucker.
Have you seen the family memes?
Mm-mm.
The Vin Diesel family memes?
Oh yeah, I've seen some of them. It's something about. Oh, I can't remember. I'm not even gonna try to remember what the one
There
I
was
saw
one
was,
that said, "Hey, step bro, I'm stuck," and he said anything for family.
It's disgusting, bro.
That is pretty fucked up.
But that's good. No, I mean,
Yeah, there's been some.
just part of like. I don't want to go. I mean, I want to go somewhere like to a bigger city and enjoy that there. But part of for me, like doing 4th of July is like the cookouts and the hanging out with the family and the fireworks and just
Yeah,
So
barbecue.
right.
So
I probably won't ever go anywhere for 4th of July. But
nah. It's in the middle of the summer. You want to be home.
right. So
It'd be
But
nice
yeah.
to get out there.
So we'll add that video in for sure because now I want to see it
Yeah,
because I haven't seen that.
it's pretty bad.
But so obviously people get hurt every year with 4th of July.
Mhm.
This year was so I only looked at like
Oh, yeah.
athletes and whatever. Not that they're any more important than anybody else. But so I know we had
But it gets play.
JPP blew his hand off a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same year, nobody talked about it, the same year, there's another football player that blew part of his hand off or hurt himself pretty bad with fireworks. I can't remember what his name was. But anyways, this year, a younger hockey player was killed
Yes.
by a firework, one of the mortar shells.
Well, the mortar shell didn't hit him. I think he was in a hot tub or a pool of some sort.
That's what one of the things said. One of the stories said that
And then I didn't see the other side. So
because
what's
one
the other
thing
side?
said that he fell.
Right, and hit his
The
head.
other thing was it wasn't that he fell. It was that the mortar shell blew up right on his chest.
Really? Wow.
Which
That's rough.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I mean, he was only
24.
he was a younger.
He only played like
kid.
7 games in the NHL.
Right.
He played for the Blue Jackets. Blue Jays.
Right.
Idiot.
I mean, it's all the same.
Blue Jackets. Hey man, don't be hating on NHL. This shit's fun. If you go to a game, you'd like it.
My new boss played professional hockey.
Oh, you got a little Ben Affleck over there, do you?
Did Ben Affleck play hockey? I don't.
In the town?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no,
What'd
this
you
is
get kicked out of
real
hockey
life. Real life.
For
God.
fighting people. Well, ain't you supposed to fight people?
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah. Well, who do you play for?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask him.
Shit.
I had never really talked to him a whole lot until like just recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, I mean, obviously I'm on his team now, so. But up until this point, my interaction with him was only, limited. It was short.
gotcha.
So.
Well,
But
here's to a new team.
oh hell yeah! But yeah, I mean,
Hell yeah.
so okay, so again with the famous people, obviously the people you hear about. But honestly, if you're anywhere outside on a 4th of July or like the day you're celebrating 4th of July, chances are you're going to hear at least 4 or 5 ambulances throughout the day.
Yeah, I saw 3 yesterday.
We heard
Sunday.
like 2 or 3 Saturday night, and I want to say for sure 1 or 2 Sunday.
Oh yeah,
So I mean, it was
it was nonstop.
people hurting themselves. I actually have been hurt due to fireworks, which it's nobody else's fault but mine. So
Did you blow your hand up or something?
So we used to do this thing where we'd have these big bonfires and we'd sit in lawn chairs around the bonfire.
Okay.
With a full pack, like the 144 pack of bottle rockets.
Okay.
And you just one at a time. You're just supposed to throw a bottle rocket into the fire.
So you're playing Russian roulette with bottle rockets.
Exactly. And basically, if you jump out, if you jump out of your chair,
you lose.
You're just
you're out of the
you're
running.
a pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole thing.
Right.
Well, somebody had gotten up, and unbeknownst to the rest of us, threw a mortar shell into the bonfire. So threw the mortar shell into the bonfire. So the mortar shells have to be in a tube so that they have something to press against that gets them high up in the air.
Yes.
If not, they only shoot 10 feet or so. It shot like 8 or 10 feet above the fire and then exploded. So it hit me like up here on the bicep, and then it bounced it burnt immediately through the sweatshirt and then bounced down to my forearm where it stuck. And I've got like an inch scar, and it was about when it stopped burning and I could get the piece out of my arm, it was about almost a half inch deep. So I have a nice little
medium rare.
It was painful. I mean, we were drinking, doing, just doing the typical dumb shit that we were doing out there.
What year was this?
I don't know. I think I was like 22, maybe 23 tops. Let's see, what vehicle was I driving? I had the single cab Cummins, so I would have been 22 or 23. So, yeah.
Gotta learn.
I mean,
I got a bottle rocket to my back one time. From this is the day I got arrested. It bounced.
Lord.
It bounced off of my back and like ricocheted up into the air.
So it didn't like hit you and then like blow up on your back. Not that the bottle rockets aren't that like.
No, it wasn't like a screamer. It was just a bottle rocket.
Yeah,
like a little one. But yeah, it was good. We went over to Troy's fireworks.
Okay.
And down by the river, and
I've heard those are pretty good though.
They're pretty good. They were good for Troy.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't like downtown Dayton where
I mean,
could see
Dayton
it
used
from my parents' house.
Right. Dayton used to put on like 2 shows. They don't. I don't think they do it anymore. But Riverscape used to put on like 2 fireworks shows, if I'm not mistaken, over the weekend or something like that.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I know Cincinnati used to be like top tier.
Oh yeah.
They would shut the I think it's the Roebling, and they would blow that motherfucker to Kingdom Come, basically.
Yeah, Cincinnati has a couple different things throughout the year that are big fireworks shows. I know they have that big WBEBN thing.
Yeah.
In September.
Oh, is it September now?
Yeah.
They used to do it for July 4th.
No, well, they have the 4th of July thing like they normally would for fireworks, but then now they have that separate show or whatever. But it feels like 4th of July because it's September. It's hot as fuck. But yeah, so I mean, hopefully everybody listening was safe, didn't lose any digits, no loved ones that lost any parts of their body or were seriously injured due to fireworks. I mean, I don't know if I would call it a serious injury. Like, I was fine. Like, I probably should have went and seen somebody about it, but my mom was so pissed off that she was just like, nope, can't help you out here.
Yeah.
So
he's like, nope, you decided to go fucking burn yourself.
Right. So, I mean.
Yeah. I remember there wasn't like much of a burn. It was more of a welt where it just hit me.
Yeah.
But yeah, a mortar will fuck you up.
I've been hit by a couple blocker. It doesn't feel good.
No,
it's a nice sting.
Yeah.
Like you got hit by a hornet, kind of.
Yeah. Except you can hear it.
Big circle welt, like you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's stupidity at its finest. As kids, you're thinking, I'm invincible, or I'm not gonna get hit in the eye, because all it takes is to get hit in the eye with one of those. That's it. That's it. Son.
Right.
That eye is gone.
Now you're Daredevil.
Yeah. How'd you lose it?
I don't think anybody would have any sympathy for someone that was like, I'm I'm blind. How? Oh, okay. Have you always been blind, or Well, no, I was playing with fireworks, and they're just like, oh, well, sucks to suck.
Yeah.
So
Nice
it's
job,
not like they were born with that affliction.
dumbass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully this dude's family is doing all right. Obviously gone too soon. I'm not really gonna say too much else. I don't really. To me, people are people. I know it sucks, like when celebrities pass and stuff like that. Everybody gets pretty, you know what I mean. But for me, it's just like, all right,
You haven't had your one yet where it caught you.
it's not gonna happen. It's just, you know what I mean. People would be people.
Did Roethlisberger go down?
Sorry, dog. Sorry. Shout out to your family.
You weren't nervous when he got ran over by the old lady? You weren't like, oh, shit.
I was just like, what an idiot. Like, why
was
are
like
you on a
peak-
motorcycle?
That was peak Super Bowl runs, wasn't it?
No, that was only his like second year in the league. So he won the Super Bowl his first year.
No, he went undefeated his first year.
Okay, that's
For
right.
the season, almost. I think he missed. He only lost one game.
That's right. And then his second year,
I think that was like peak Super Bowl runs.
yeah, it was somewhere in there.
He was like AFC Championship.
It was definitely
you know.
dumb. Like,
Oh yeah. There's a lot of dumb things he did.
let's not, man. We're not even gonna get into it.
Come on, man. Let's go.
It's
Let's go down that.
Allegations.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk more about
Yeah.
allegations
Bill
here
Cosby.
soon. What did we have in between the fireworks? So like the fireworks stuff, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce old boy's name, but again, hopefully his family's doing all right. You know, it's tough, but yeah.
We got a little article here called "Amen, Brother."
Oh
yeah. All right.
this one was.
So you can take this down.
This one popped up, and it's just, I know we talk about Walmart a lot, and it's like, this was more on the positive side for Walmart, and it had everything to do with 4th of July. So I guess somewhere in some Walmart, everybody broke out, or one person broke out singing the national anthem, and I guess the whole store stopped, and everybody sang along and put their hands over their hearts in Walmart. So, I don't know that you could get more.
Oh, well, that Hazlet, Texas.
See there, I
It's
was
a
going to
chain
go with
reaction.
either Texas or the Midwest somewhere.
Yeah, Missouri.
Do you think Missouri? I don't know about Missouri.
Dude, there's some parts of Missouri, man.
Yeah.
It's rough.
The only thing that I ever think of when it comes to Missouri is either the two major cities, Kansas City or St. Louis,
Yeah.
or the Ozarks. And the Ozarks is like backwoods.
It's like the show.
Yes, literally. So.
That's filmed in California, I think.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I don't think it's ever been filmed in the Ozarks.
I can see why.
I can't fault him, I guess.
But if you click on right there, that pulls up the TikTok of the you got a TikTok. Well,
hang on.
Oh.
Let's see if I can do it.
But it's just one of those cool things, Walmart, instead of people fighting, people are coming together. Instead of people driving through Walmart, people are, you know what I mean?
What? Oh, man. TikTok. Anyways, yeah, they had a video, but can't play it because they're asking for my blood and urine and semen as well. But yeah, that would be interesting to be in the Walmart while that bust out. What would you do?
What would I do?
I mean,
I would have done what the person that. So the person was on the right page when they took their phone out and started videoing it. Because it's like, I'm not a big cell phone person. I don't take a lot of pictures. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't put my personal life on social media. But I do put interesting things on social media. And that, to me, is an interesting thing. It's just like one of those like,
yeah, no,
oh,
it would have
shit,
been.
I'm in Walmart. Let's, you know what I mean? This is special.
I got to catch this for sure.
Right. I mean, well, I don't know. I say special. I don't know if that's the right word.
Just, it's unique.
Unique. That's right.
It's very unique.
I like that.
To run into it and have something like that happen in front of you.
I don't know. I hardly ever have anything good to say about Walmart. No offense. But it's just, I thought this was a cool thing. You know what I mean? And it goes along with more of that, these colors don't run. I just felt like what could be more American than the 4th of July national anthem in Walmart?
Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Fair enough. I mean, it would be different.
That might be, for some people, that might be what really gets their, you know what I mean, gets their gears going.
Right.
I can't remember which this one is. Hit by critics, lawmakers for suggesting.
So
Yeah. So I didn't read all this article, but this goes hand in hand with those headlines that really capture you.
well, you want to read it off there?
Oh no. Oh wait, what?
The headline? Yeah.
Oh yeah. NY Times hit by critics, lawmakers hit by critics, lawmakers for suggesting U.S. flag is now alienating to some. Disgusting.
I don't. Who is
So here's the thing.
Who is it?
Who else, bruh? Probably minorities. Probably
Okay.
people that are basically creating these new categories, which now make them minorities. And
But I mean, you came here.
what? No, bruh. Not even just not even.
They came here. So
Not legal aliens. Not immigrants. I'm talking about any.
Born and bred.
Currently, there's all kinds of people that consider themselves minorities, and it's not even just race. It's I'm white, was born Caucasian, white American, and now I identify as a Vietnamese man.
okay.
You know what I mean? That's First off, that's impossible. But now, because they've created that category for themselves, they are a minority.
Yeah,
They're
a
personally, I don't think they are, but they think they're a minority.
Either way.
So it's those people that feel like, well, I'm oppressed and, I'm being alienated, and it's now they're saying that the flag is part of what's alienating them. I'm just taking a stab in the dark.
The flag is what makes it divisive, is what.
Yes. Without reading this article, I'm just taking a
made
stab at what they're saying.
I mean, there's history. History's there. I mean, if you go back into the history of any country, some people, even, I'm not saying that's all people that have been immigrated into America,
Right.
but their history's probably not as great as they think. No,
it's
and
not.
They'll rock their flag, and I don't give a shit.
No, I don't.
As long as it ain't the Nazi flag.
I heard
Or some hateful bullshit saying, anti this or that. Like, I don't give a shit.
Here's the thing. And there's other countries that you could go to, and I'm sure it's beautiful, and you could probably try to make a living for yourself. You'd have to first learn how to speak the language and everything else like that, but it could be done. People do it all the time. I know there's somebody we went to high school with that moved to Canada, which I was completely fine with, because all he seemed to want to do is talk shit about America.
Oh.
So I was just like, all right, cool, dog. He didn't talk about it. He beat about it, and he left. Thank you.
I mean, he wanted to move. That's fine.
So I wish that more people would keep that same energy, though, because perfect example, again, one of my favorite people, Theo Vaughn, he's talking about on his latest podcast. Because more of these articles are still popping up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The other U.S. Olympian and all this other stuff like that. If it's such a problem for you or you don't like it, nobody's keeping you here. You're not imprisoned. You're not.
Nobody's got a gun to
the
your
borders aren't closed for you to leave. You can sell off your shit, take your money, and you can go.
Right.
Just leave. If it's that bad,
yeah.
Gone.
I mean, it's not as easy as everybody makes it to be, but it is also capable of
You
being
can take
done.
that same hateful ass energy that you're putting out into the world and use it to be productive in the manner of getting off of our rock and getting on somebody else's rock. You know what I mean?
Some people just like to live in their own misery.
Right.
So
yes.
And make everything else miserable for everybody else. Like,
exactly.
That's all it is.
The same degree of shit to hate about wherever they were at as they would here. It's just, I don't, that's why I said, when I sent this to you, Houseway, when I said about this article, because it's like, I get the angle they're trying to take, but it's just like, educate yourself and then you tell me how.
Right.
how are you feeling oppressed by the U.S. flag?
I mean, it's just people just trying to stir shit up,
Yeah,
as always.
I'm sure people will take what I'm saying out of context. That's fine though.
I mean, yeah, if you were to like give them a highlight reel or some bullshit, and then
Well,
cut
right,
it
but I'm not
up.
gonna sit here and what I mean. Like, I get it. I'm not saying I know everything about the U.S. history. I have a good amount of it though, and what the country was founded on, how it was founded and built, and all this other stuff like that. The shit that we've been through. The U.S. as a country is a baby compared to all these other countries.
Right.
Infant, still in its beginning stages. Can't hardly walk yet. You know what I mean? So, and a lot of people seem to forget that and how much further along we are than other countries and they don't keep that in mind because they're not thinking about those kind of details. They just think about what they have in the here and the now. And
Well, it's not what have you done for me. It's what have you done for me lately type deal.
Right.
And all the people, well, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this, and I'm angry about that because somebody told me to be mad.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
right.
Somebody on the internet said, well, this is an uproar.
God,
and
yeah.
I should be mad. Okay.
I feel like nobody does their own homework anymore either. Like,
well,
they just see something and they're just immediately just like, oh, this is the way it is then.
I mean, some people do. Some people the people that start this shit and get on there and basically say, hey, well, did you know, da, 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 and then they get a backing in a movement.
Right.
And people that don't know any better or refuse to just look into it or just want to be a part of something.
Yeah.
Jump on the bandwagon.
No, I agree.
And that's always the case. I mean, with anything, somebody wants to be in a group. Somebody wants to be accepted.
Yeah.
And lately, the thing is, the internet pushes people to be divided.
Yeah. The
More
internet,
so
the
than
media,
ever.
all, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because I remember when the internet used to be just like this hodgepodge bullshit place where everybody got together and got on forums and, yeah, you talk shit, but it didn't, like, media didn't know how to institute it into its own programming. Now media has become better with it, and they're using it to divide us even more.
Right.
And that's fine, whatever. You just got to be smarter than the media. Like, you can't, oh, shit, CNN said that,
right. And
tomorrow everybody's going to die.
You have to take some of the things that you're seeing with a grain of salt because any of these media outlets, it doesn't matter which one you're looking at. I'm talking CNN, Fox News, CSNBC, was it CSNBC or
yes.
whatever it's called. All of them have their own viewpoint and agenda, and that's the only thing that they push or go off of or put out into the world, and it's because of whatever money or superpower backs them and pays their bills and keeps their lights on, tells them to push. That's the agenda that they're going to push. So, no, they're not going to give you all the details. They're not going to give you both sides of the story or whatever you want to call it. So it leaves a lot for people to need to be able to go and educate themselves on or inform themselves on, and people don't want to do that. If they can just sit and watch what they're watching on TV or hear these fools talking shit on whatever CNN or Fox or whatever, that's just what they're going to gravitate to, and they're just going to pull it and they'll keep that as their highlight reel in their head. And then when they repeat it, they'll probably only repeat it 50%. You know what I mean? So
right. Everybody's got something they want to be a part of.
Right.
Be it religion, be it, policy, be it
oh boy,
a fucking Republican or a Democrat.
So I thought about putting that in here because we don't ever really talk about religion. Not that we're going to, but the picture I sent you from this weekend from that chick holding the sign that said, none of the people. Let me make sure I have this right because it's important that I have this quote correct. So, it's a photo of this white lady, Caucasian lady, and she's outside at some type of, I don't know what she's doing because you can only see her, and she has a very nicely written poster board sign, cardboard sign that says there are no white people in the Bible. And at the bottom it says, take all the time you need with this. So it was just...
I mean, whatever. You know, people are
man.
going to get upset about that.
It was just...
People are going to get upset.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
Who cares?
But
I don't... But it's a fucking... okay. The message was written on a piece of cardboard. That's where it comes down to.
Right.
So if you want to get mad about a message written on a piece of fucking cardboard, you need to stop and think about your life.
No, I mean, she's not wrong. There were no.
No, I'm not
white people
saying
in the
that.
Bible,
I'm
but
not saying
the fact that people just are triggered by that because
it's true.
What they see in their head of what the people that are in the Bible look like and what Jesus might look like, what God might look like, are completely different than probably what those. Not probably, they are completely different than what those people look like.
Yes.
So it's
the story of the Bible and what it is,
right,
and everything. I mean, look at what was the Passion of Christ.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was all a bunch of white people and maybe like a couple black people on there. But
right.
It was white. It was a whitewashed.
Well, yeah, and a lot of them. I'm not gonna say all of them because there's a couple of them that get it somewhat right, but. Is it going to be completely right? Probably not, because again, it's all from a certain perspective. But there's some movies that you can watch that are a little closer than some of the others.
At the end of the day,
right?
It's a story.
You need to go out and do your own education.
It's how you interpret it.
Yeah, before you get all excited and uproared.
Right.
But I thought that was a good one because it is one of those things like. Just by me sending that or putting that out in the world, it gives me the power to troll people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, people are going to get upset just because it doesn't follow their agenda.
Right.
And if it doesn't follow their agenda, well, by God damn it, I don't like it. All right.
How dare you? Where do you get off? Where do you get off?
But speaking of agenda, I think everyone can meet in the middle of an agenda.
We were 24 hours off on this one when we did the last podcast.
Yeah, we missed it.
Literally 24 hours after we recorded the last podcast, this shit happened. I was just like, oh, God, now we got to wait 6 more days to talk about this?
Right. Well, he gave us a little bit to talk about, apparently, in between the time.
Oh.
But Bill Cosby was released on a technicality.
And if I don't even want to get into how if you haven't heard about this yet, but
I mean, you obviously live under a rock, or you just don't give a shit, which that's okay too. But I'm pretty sure anybody that's listening to us at least knows about it.
Oh yeah.
But he was released on a technicality. It's pretty insane. I think the technicality was because of one of the prosecutors promised that he would not take him down, but they didn't ever put it in writing. They only verbally back and forth between Cosby's lawyers and the prosecutor.
Well, yeah, basically that he couldn't be charged from what he was saying.
Right.
Or something like that.
Because the prosecutor said, well, I won't use this piece of evidence against you, and this will probably not, it'll get you off.
Yeah.
Or I'm not trying to take you down. I'm trying to go for more than this, like a bigger picture, a bigger fish to fry. And then they were like, haha, joke's on you, no.
Well, right. And the thing was, again, he had not been it sounds like I'm backing him. He has not, throughout that process, he had not done anything but comply and make all the meetings and the phone calls and the Zooms and whatever, all the stuff that they did through this entire investigation and process. It's not like he was evading or trying to leave the country or anything else like that. You know what I mean? Old boy's got 60 allegations of sexual assault.
Right.
And misconduct and drugging and raping, sexually assaulting females. I'm talking 60. And there's people that he sexually assaulted or accused him of sexual assault that it happened so long ago. This person ain't even alive no more.
Right.
There's
But that
a
don't
couple
mean
of
that
them.
it's any different.
No, it don't make it any different. I'm just
But-
saying, like, that's how long this shit's gone on.
Right.
So it's I wasn't surprised when I got that notification. I was like, wait, what? Like, I was kind of like, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Interesting.
not surprising at this point because of just the stupidity of the justice system
Yeah.
and how a technicality can get you off. Now, I don't know now that he has 60 other individuals that can.
A good portion of them are past the statute of limitations by years. I'm not saying all of them, but a good amount of them, if not the majority of them. And the only other way that he could be tried with the same evidence from this person would be in the Supreme Court, and they already said don't even try it because we're not fucking with it. So, I mean, it's terrible. It sucks. We got a clip from our number one fan, Solomon. He sent us a clip of his thoughts on it. But it's shitty. But I mean,
Yeah, there's not much you can do after this. Just pretty much hope that there's some glimmer of hope somewhere that they basically say, okay, well, yeah, we'll get you, and they eventually do.
Right, absolutely, and then maybe they will. I mean, he's 83 years old now. I mean,
Well, he's legally blind. He's 83.
The clock is ticking.
Yeah. The former wife of the show.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you.
So she's like a dean at some prestige. Yeah, Howard
at a HBCU.
And she tweeted like right after he was released or said to be released that the injustice has now been righted and all this other shit. And then the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air mom, did you see that? She tweeted back to her like the next day and said, I hope you get your umbrella ready because there's about to be a shit shower incoming.
No,
and all this other stuff. Well, yeah, she deserves it.
Howard University talked about basically firing her.
Have they fired her, though?
I don't know if they have. She apologized, which she would have had to keep her job.
Hell yeah.
But it was just an interesting take. Like, you're the dean of the university. No matter how you feel about this,
and
which
some
is
women
fine,
are going to come to you, and they have to come to you with a story that maybe something like this.
Probably we'll say 50% of the students that are at the college that you're a dean of are young females that it's your job to educate and protect and grow their mind and everything else like that. Everything that this dude's done is nothing is against that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oppressing and abusive and
drugging, putting people to sleep, and then taking
disgusting.
advantage of them.
So for her to, what were you doing? Even if you could have saved all that shit and sent it to him in an email or a text, or called him on the phone and been like, "Oh, you're out," blah blah blah, and then left it alone. But you made a public.
Injustice has been
You're
righted.
an idiot.
Yeah.
You're an
no,
idiot.
I mean, there's no other way about it.
So that I saw that and I was just like, what?
Yeah.
So now you're gonna die on his sword too?
Yeah, that's not
interesting.
Hill. That's not a hill you want to die on.
I love when people say that shit. You love that one.
That's not a hill. That's not the one I want to die on.
Oh man. So yeah, I mean, again, it's a tough one because technically the court and judicial system was doing exactly what they were supposed to do in the instance of this happening. But it was because of the terrible work of the prosecutors that he got off. So don't be mad at the justice system. Don't be mad at the court. Don't be mad at the judge. If you want to be mad at somebody, be mad at the prosecutor for not having their shit together.
Yeah, they fucked that one up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to do better. We got to be better. I don't know. I mean, it leaves you speechless because then you're like, well, what the fuck are we doing here?
I mean, one way or another, it'll come back around.
One can only hope.
I always like to look at things that way. What is this? Is this soccer?
Yeah, this is the Euro.
Is that Italy versus Spain?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's Euro bullshit. I was just going over to see if there's any new breaking news. Game 1 of the finals is tonight, which is what night if you follow NBA. Suns versus Bucks. The Bucks somehow creeped into the finals.
Yeah, I don't.
The Suns.
It's been very uninteresting.
Well,
for some people, it's been great.
Yeah,
for me, it's just like,
some people like it because it's a new era, or somebody else gets a chance.
Two teams you never saw coming.
Well, the Bucks you kind of expected.
Yeah, I could see that, but not
at least
Suns.
At some point. Well, the Sun. I mean, Booker is good, man.
Yeah.
But I'm taking Suns in 6.
Not Suns in 4.
No.
Not Suns in 4.
No, I'm not riding that meme.
You don't like that one?
No.
I mean, he beat that dude's ass.
He punched him a good couple times in the face. Fuck that guy, dude.
I thought, was there another one after that Bill Cosby thing?
I don't believe so.
I think I thought about something, but
just show his video. But yeah.
So speaking of basketball, did you see the LeBron James at his son's basketball game thing?
Like him helping him stretch?
No.
I saw that video.
So
I'm sure I've seen it probably.
The announcer, I don't know what the announcer was saying, but the announcer for his son's basketball game during the game said something apparently that LeBron didn't like. So LeBron gets out of the bleachers and is on the court, walking out onto the court around to like say something to an announcer, and he's making a big scene and all this other stuff like that. It's just like,
yeah, he's like one of those. It's just at this point where you just let your kid play, man.
That.
Just let your kid play.
Because that ain't gonna be okay.
If you or I did it, it wouldn't look good, and we would look like we were fucking crazy, and everybody behind LeBron back.
And if I was the coach on his kids team, I'd be like, "Hey, man, this ain't your ball game.
Fucking
get off the court, dude."
Yeah. If you want to coach, come join the fucking squad.
I wouldn't have it, man. I can't.
You can't protect your kid like that.
I have a hard time just every time I turn around, he's doing some shit that just makes me like, why does he? Because he's really the only reason I started getting into basketball and watching basketball as like a late teenager, 20s, and all that other stuff like that. But it's like anymore, it's just like it's almost annoying.
Well, he knows it's coming to an end. He's probably got 3 to maybe 4 years.
Making the biggest stink out of anything he can before he goes.
I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, look at Tom Brady. He talks more now than ever.
Yeah, but Tom Brady's funny.
Yeah, I agree with you.
LeBron's not funny.
Well, I'm not disagreeing with you there.
Space Jam 2 sucks.
Have you seen it?
No, but I know it sucks.
All right. Well, this guy hasn't seen it yet, and he's already calling it.
It's a shit fire.
We'll see. I mean, we got another week. That comes out in a week, 2 weeks.
I don't know.
Somewhere around there. 16.
It's hard.
Speaking of, did you go see Fast and the Furious yet?
Wait, is it out?
Yeah, it's been out.
No, I didn't see it yet.
It's the first movie to make $500 million.
To what?
It's the first movie to make $500 million after or since COVID started.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, I can see that.
In 2 weeks.
I can see that. It's been out for 2 weeks already?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. Your life's all just fucking, you're behind, dude.
It's just wild, man. It's been busy. But it's just, there's a time when it's just like we talked about, you've already watched the first, if you've already watched like the first indebted. 3 or 4, you got to keep watching them because they're just, you know what I mean? You've already invested the time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to watch it. I'm probably not going to go to the theaters to watch it.
No, I'm not. I'm going to wait.
Yeah.
This will probably be the first one I haven't seen in theaters since like 5.
I didn't watch.
I went and saw the first one, and then I went and saw 4, 5, 6, 7.
I didn't. So I saw like the first 1, 2, 3.
2, I think I saw in theaters too.
Tokyo Drift wasn't in theaters, but if it was, I
was
probably
it? I think it
no.
was, dude.
I don't think it was.
Either way, that movie fucking sucked, dude.
Tokyo Drift was dope. If you ask me, it's probably one of the better ones.
What?
Yeah, man. You don't have
Look,
you
dude.
don't
Friday
have
Night
Vin
Lights.
Diesel, you don't have the
Friday
ghost of
Jesus Christ.
Walker. You know
Ghost
what I mean?
of Walker.
It's
This dude's
just
taking it to him. The Ghost of Walker.
I'm saying though, it's just
Let's give somebody else a chance here.
Right.
Let's
it's
give old Friday Night
it's
Lights
filmed
QB.
in Hong Kong or Tokyo. It's called Tokyo Drift.
Fucked up.
I
man.
fucked that one up bad.
Hong Kong drift.
So it was just cool. It was a cool take. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna go against the grain here and say no, that sucks.
Maybe I'm going against the grain.
Yeah, you are. I wasn't a fan of that one. That one was really bad. The only good thing about it was that one crash scene where Tim the Tool Man's son.
Yeah, that dude.
He fucking hits
He
that
needs to stop.
fucking.
It's like he's trying to get whatever.
Well, that was like the only thing he's had since fucking.
Well,
that
he's had a
series.
bunch of like random small things like that, but it's just he's not a good actor.
Well, he looks like he's going 50 on 35.
Well, yeah, like they tried to. He's. I don't know how old he is now, but in that movie, he was a high schooler. He was a high schooler on Tool Time or Home Improvement. So how long are you a high schooler, dog? That was 20 years ago.
Hollywood.
So he's clearly on Tokyo Drift. He's got to be every bit of in his 30s,
Yeah. Shit.
if
Probably
not 40s. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
So we got NFL camp starting.
Yes,
It's that time of the year. We got 55 days till fantasy football starts.
that is correct.
Don't ask me why I know the date. I didn't
It'll
look
be
at
here
it today
before.
or anything.
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't.
I'm just counting down the days so I can be all pissed off again. But yeah, that's coming. We have the McGregor Poirier 3 this weekend.
That's this weekend.
This Saturday, or now we'll be coming out Monday, so
Ooh-wee.
that fight will already be done.
Who you got?
I'm taking McGregor.
Same.
And not as a fanboy. It's just his
no,
back
I'm a
against
fan.
the wall, McGregor.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, but he also pisses me off.
Yeah.
So like I don't understand. Well, I do understand. He has a fucking yacht the size of goddamn
No.
the city you live in.
Yeah, I already know where you're going with this.
So I mean, the fire's not there.
No,
It
and
shouldn't
it's
be.
not.
And I don't blame him. He's making fucking millions off of.
But he's
whiskey.
He's contracted. He was three fight contract.
Yeah, we'll see. It doesn't mean shit to me. Doesn't mean.
But
shit
I'm saying
to
that's
him.
why he's fighting. He has to.
Yes, but it's also, if he wins this fight, he gets basically dibs to.
He'll retire.
No, he's not retiring if he wins. He gets a title shot after this. Yeah. So if he loses, he'll retire. I would think.
Interesting.
If he loses, he retires. I think. If he wins, he goes on and gets the title shot against.
Who has
who
it
the
right
fuck?
now?
I can't remember off the top of my head. But I wouldn't be surprised if he does lose, he'll retire. It's just I don't see it, man. I don't see that fire there.
He was the highest paid athlete last year.
Yes. Well, that only lasts so long.
What?
Being highest paid athlete. I mean, it's only gonna be a fucking year. He ain't gonna get it next year.
Well, no, maybe not. But like to achieve that once, and he wasn't.
No, I'm
high,
not saying- I'm not taking that
But
away
that's
from
what I'm
him.
saying. He doesn't necessarily need to be fighting because he wasn't highest paid
Well,
athlete from the fucking UFC. That's for sure.
No.
Like they're not paying nobody.
No, I agree. I'm trying to pull up UFC here. Sorry, folks. Where did I pass it? MMA. There we go. You're the worldwide leader in fucking UFC, and you don't have it as UFC. Anyways, it's fucking retarded.
ESPN's always
It's stupid.
yeah.
ESPN's backwards. Speaking of, have you seen that whole debacle about
Oh, I'm glad you brought this up. I wouldn't have thought about this.
what?
Are you talking about what we talked about on Instagram?
Rachel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rachel Nichols, I think is her name.
What exactly happened?
So she covers NBA. She's like ESPN's NBA darling.
And she has been for
a while.
That's
now.
what I thought.
She has the NBA's The Jump, like it's like a 30-minute show.
Yep.
I mean, she's well received by the NBA. So she does the finals like year in, year out.
Okay.
Well, that Maria Taylor girl that does College Game Day.
Yeah.
That's like 6'4" and a goddamn Amazon.
She played basketball, didn't she?
Yeah, she's huge. But anyways, Rachel Nichols covers NBA, and she's like, that's her territory. ESPN has kind of made that her territory.
Right.
So now ESPN wanted Maria Taylor to do NBA for the finals, and they gave it to her. But then Rachel Nichols said, well, the only reason she got it was because she was black. Because the ESPN needs to get a person of color on the NBA finals panel as far as a female. And then Rachel Nichols then dug herself a bigger hole saying that it was because she was a female and she was black, and that she knows ESPN's track record of not giving, the minority a chance. So she Rachel Nichols kind of just basically puts her down, and then keeps putting her down, and then this was a candid conversation though between Rachel Nichols and a person from LeBron's camp.
Imagine that.
So
imagine that.
I don't know if LeBron had a hand in it. Was like, well, yeah, like
of course he did.
Who knows? You never know. I don't work at ESPN, so I can't fucking say. And I'm not LeBron's camp.
Right.
But if I was a gambling man, and you've already insinuated, LeBron's probably said, well, if she don't want to play ball, all right.
Because what would have been both of them on the finals?
I think is what happened is that Maria Taylor didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
So then it was leaked, and Maria Taylor was due for a contract.
Oh, okay.
So Maria Taylor asked for some astronomical number from ESPN.
Yeah.
So there was this astronomical number. Then this came out, and ESPN was like, "Fuck, what do we do? Pay her? Do we put her on this show?
Pay her, because if you don't...
now she's found out, and now she's saying that she doesn't want Rachel Nichols a part of the show at all." And then they said, "Okay, we can do that." And then they, no more than 5 minutes after the show started, put Rachel Nichols in another segment on the show, but not talking to each other.
Well, yeah.
One was over on this side of the court, the other one was on that, and it's a shit show. But apparently this happened all last year in the bubble.
Oh, okay.
So this audio tape has been held on to for a year. So you can't tell me that some kind of blackmail, something got in there and was like, all right, well, if she don't want to play fucking ball.
I'm sure that's exactly what happened.
Who knows? I mean, who knows? But it's super fucky. ESPN's in a bad spot.
I feel like they've been.
It's one
continual. It's one thing after another.
After another. They get over it, and then the next one, and they get over it, and then the next one. And it's I don't know. Who knows? I mean, it could have been from LeBron's camp. It could have been somebody from ESPN. You never know. But it's to the point where they're trying to just keep the fire from spreading more.
Which, here's the thing. So it was leaked to Rachel, and now so she's upset because she just wanted to be the only
Well,
like she felt like somebody would like that she was gonna be stepping on her toes or didn't want to share that.
Rachel was like, "This is my program."
Okay,
like
I
you know,
gotcha.
like you know what I mean. I've done this for
So,
4 years.
territorial.
It's two females,
feeling, yeah.
territorial, and then Rachel hinted at the person of color why she was hired, and that kind of that backfired on her because LeBron's camp's gonna use that like just
right.
you know.
So
She fucked up. She
even
fucked
if that,
up.
Even if that was the case, you're an employee. You're not the boss. You don't run the
Right.
show. You don't.
Well, the problem is ESPN gives creative rights to their faces a little bit too much.
Right.
Whereas ESPN could be like, "Now we're adding her. Too fucking bad."
Right.
Like,
Which is what they should do.
yeah, I'm not asking you. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
In any other job, it would have been, I'm not
Right.
asking you. I'm telling you.
Exactly.
Right.
Which gives her that like, this is my shit, blah blah blah. Well, I mean, now she don't work for ESPN anymore, does she?
I think she's on administrative leave right now.
She's done.
She's probably gonna be done. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, ESPN for the most part hasn't played around about shit like that. They've just basically canned them.
No, because they can't afford to.
And well, they're trying to be cultural appropriate.
Yep.
And so they're gonna do their due diligence and say, well, the audio's out, man, fuck it,
Right, that Rachel chick had a bunch of people backing her. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Which
I mean,
I
said, she has a lot of the NBA's backing.
Right. Oh yeah.
So it's there. It's hard. It's hard. It's a hard thing. I get where she's coming from as far as, oh yeah, hey, it's been my show, but again, like you said,
right,
it's ESPN. Like,
whether that's how you feel or not is none of my business, nobody else's business except for your own. But when you go out and you express those type of feelings and you say those idiotic things and all this other shit like that, I don't know what you expect to get in return. It's not gonna do anything for you. In fact, you're doing yourself a disservice, and like she did. So
right.
But yeah, that was interesting. When you sent me that, I was just like, what? And I started reading it. I was just like, huh. Well, she's probably done.
Yeah. No doubt.
She won't be doing any more NBA stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the fight. I probably will be catching it somewhere in Columbus, but yep.
You're going to Columbus?
Yeah.
That's what's
It's a birthday weekend. Gotta go up there.
Whose birthday?
Bobo's.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
That's what's up.
But yeah, we'll be up there. I'll try to catch it. I hope I can catch it. But
nice.
It's whatever.
I mean, one way or the other, we're gonna catch it.
I'll catch it on my phone.
Right.
But I don't have anything else.
Not that I can think of. I had somebody else try to shoot their shot at me today.
Oh,
that was interesting.
We had another shoot the shot. Where's this one at?
It was so awkward. It was at a Dollar General.
All right, that's all I need to know.
It was at one of my new accounts. Yeah. So.
Yikes.
Yeah, that was the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
We'll talk about that in another episode because it goes into a whole bunch of stuff. It's just.
It's not why you were trying to get the Busch Light, right?
No, I was just trying to take their order and be on my way. And
somebody that worked there. All right. Well, we'll leave that one alone. We'll keep it. That's what we call a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week. You guys have a great week.
Enjoy your week.
Yes.
Stay hydrated. Drink your water.
Yeah,
Get
for
your
sure.
electrolytes.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean drinking Gatorade either. Drink water.
Yeah.
You fucks.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Sticks and Stones podcast.
Sticks and Stones. Have you heard?
Hell yeah, brother. Thanks for listening.